Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have another look at the Object 752. Now, in my opinion, it's always my opinion. I always try and state that it's my opinion because people's opinions may be different. But is this the best tier 9 tank in the game? The more I play this tank, the more I am absolutely loving it. Now, of course, this was very easy to get in the crates, if I'm honest. I think it was crates. Very, very easy to get. A lot of people got this tank. Was it in the crates or was it in the event? I can't even remember. But overall, like, tier 9 premium tanks or collectibles are coming into fashion, and they're actually pretty good. You've got the 50 TP prototype, one of the best tier 9s, and before the Object 752, I would now rate this as probably one of the best tier 9s in the game. But since the Object 752, this is, for me, the best tank in tier 9. Now, I wouldn't have thought it when I was originally playing this tank, but now I play it more, and I'm understanding the tank more. What a fantastic tank this is. Now, the turret armor, 290 millimeters of turret armor. Very, very nice indeed. And 160 even on the sides. Even the hull, even your hull is 190 millimeters. Very nice. DPM, 2,487. I mean, DPM, let's compare that to the 50 TP. 2,300. So yeah, it's better DPM than the 50 TP. However, this is an auto loader. So for an auto loader to be sort of higher, it is not bad at all. The reload time is only 16 seconds. For a tier 9 auto loader, I don't think that's bad at all. However, the shell reload time in between each shell is 4 seconds. Now, I do think that 4 seconds does balance it out a little bit. If that was like 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, I think this tank would be insanely broken. So 4 seconds is that breaking point, I think, what stops the tank from being completely OP. And again, that's just my personal opinion. Now, the penetration, 257 on your AP, but 374 on your HE. Yes, I am running it with calibrated shells. So if you don't run it with the calibrated shells, do you even need to run it with calibrated shells, or is the rammer enough? Now, if you do run it with the rammer, you're getting 2,500 DPM. And your penetration is still 340. So I still think I don't think you need to run this with calibrated shells. I think the rammer is still nice. The rammer is still nice, and yeah, the DPM is higher as well. 340, you'll get through most things. You'll get through most things with 340. So I don't think you need it run it with calibrated shells, but that's totally up to you. That is your choice what you run it with. You either have more DPM or more penetration. It's totally up to you. HE is 530 millimeters, 530 damage. So if you can get the HE shots out as well, you are getting really nice alpha. Now, the damage, 430 on your AP and 370 on your HE. The aim time is quite high at 4.4, and the dispersion, not the greatest, at 0.355. But it does have 8 degrees of gun depression to go with that, a lovely amount of turret armor that you've got. Also, it goes 38 kilometers per hour, which isn't bad at all. So yeah, I mean, playing the tank, I really am loving it. The more I play this tank, the more I'm loving it. And I think those of you that own the tank will probably like it. I don't think there's many people out there that don't like this tank. Now, when this tank was first introduced to the game, like when I first started playing the tank, yeah, it was all right, but for me, it was nothing special. But then I started playing it a little bit more, and I was just like, wow, this tank is insane. And I got this tank very, very easily, very easily. But of course, with that turret armor, you need to use that. Again, it's one of those tanks where you need to go hold down. But even there, against that waffle, didn't even need to go hold down. Nice shot there from the IS-3 defender. Very good shot indeed. So yeah, I mean, we bounced 830 shot damage already. Not nice and easy. Very, very easy. Didn't even try to go for that bounces, and we still managed to get it. So I'm pushing the middle here. knowing that I've got a strong turret, of course, I'm not going to push up because there is quite a few tanks out there around this area. So, of course, I want to go for that waffle, bring him down to a one-shot, but I do sacrifice taking him out to get a shot from the IS-3 defender. Now the AMX 5100 is pushing, the defender's pushing, and you can just see like easy bounces there from the defender. The AMX is probably doing the right thing in going around, but again, he bounces the first shot, and now he's going to be dead. So 1900 damage, and we've managed to block 1400 damage without even trying. We've managed to block them all them shots. So now I've got a few guys around this area. Of course, we need to take care of the defender. This is where I do mess up a bit. So I've got 2 shells. It is a 2-shell autoloader. Bear that in mind. It's not a 3-shell. So I'm going to go forward, and of course, we do get the first shot. But now we do take a shot from this guy, and I'm going to bounce the second shot, which I literally shoot. Don't even ask me why. I shoot the only red bit on the front plate, stupidly. So of course I'm on a reload, but because the reload is not that high, I mean, 16 seconds is not high at all for an autoloader, especially one that does this amount of DPM, this amount of damage. And again, I mess up again there. So finally, I do take a shot. And yeah, that was very trial. Could have had so much more damage, but 2 shots just, yeah, that's my own fault. So we've got just 2 tanks left alive. However, they do have 2 supremacy bases. So I don't want to push out, because if he does get the shot, I am dead. So I'm just going to wait for him to take the shot. And now I'm going to push, because I've reloaded my shell. The Progetto is going to die very, very quickly, and it just leaves this T92. So I'm going to push. At this point, I don't even care if I die. I don't even care, because it's a 5 versus 1. This guy's pretty much a one-shot, and he's going to be dead. So I do get 1 shot into him, and he is going to get taken out very, very quickly. There we go, by my man Hobbsy. So I got into a couple of games with Hobbsy, good friend of mine. I've known him for years, before I was even doing YouTube videos, and we played really well together. Actually, 2 games in a row, we played really, really well together. So you can see, I mean, 3.6k damage. It's not an awful lot. Of course, it's not an awful lot, but you do that very, very easily. And this is actually the other game I was saying with Hobbsy there in the WZ112. So the best thing about having someone who knows you in your team, you kind of set that platoon up. Even though you don't join the game with sort of in a platoon, if you join a game that you know someone, you kind of work well with them. And of course, I do get penetrated there. That was my own fault. I'm not in the position I need to be in for this kind of tank. And again, 8 degrees of gun depression. It would be very nice if it had 10 degrees, but 8 degrees you can still work with. 8 degrees, especially when you got 290 millimeters of turret armor. However, that was a nice pen there from the T-34. Very, very nice pen. And yeah, I'm just holding this ridgeline. Yes, we are getting penetrated, but I want to hold this ridgeline, and I need to keep these guys there. But now I got penned from the T-34, it kind of scares me a bit. So I am backing up because I don't want to get penetrated from the T-30. So I'm just pushing on again. I'm just holding these guys here. The T-30 is going to push, T-34 is going to push forward. Again, that was a stupid shot from my behalf. That was my problem, not the tank. That was me being very, very silly. But as soon as that guy gets over, bear in mind, the T-34 is a tier 8, but he does have really nice pens. So even though I'm a tier 9, I still am quite scared of these 2 tanks here. But the T-30 makes a massive mistake here, and he's literally just gone to die. So yeah, good job, T-30. So now I can hold these 2. I can hold the T-34, bring him down to a 1-shot, and again, 477 roll. Very, very nice. So you could do almost 1,000 damage. You can do around sort of 900 damage for 2 shots. So you're doing roughly 900 damage every 16 seconds in this tank. Now, this game, I haven't actually blocked a single shot, but you know, we're still going to pump up the damage. And I mean, look how easily we've managed to farm up 3k damage, very, very easily. Yeah, yes, we haven't managed to block any shots, but we haven't really been in the position to block any shots. At this point, I don't even care. It is a 7 versus 3. We're going to push in. I'm still on a reload, and I was just about to take him out. I do even shoot, but yeah, I didn't get the damage. So just 2 tanks left alive now, the T-54 lightweight and this IS. Again, 455 roll. So you're getting nice rolls, you're getting nice DPM, you've got very nice turret armor. all around, it is a very, very nice tank. Now, if this tank comes for sale, actually for gold, 100% you should, if you can afford it, of course, 100% you should be buying this tank, because in my opinion, it is the best tier 9 tank in the game. It's such a nice tank. Now, we do have another battle here that we've downloaded, but we're not going to play it. It's 6 minutes long, so we're just going to see how he performs. Like, we're going to look at the end just to see how he actually performed in the game, whether he can get bounces, because if you're in a hold down position, you will get a lot of bounces. I mean, you can see here he's got 6.4k damage and he's blocked 1500 damage. So you can see it's a regular thing. It's a regular thing with this tank. Go in a hold down position and you will get bounces. So that's basically it. If the tank comes for sale, 100% you should be buying this tank, because it is absolutely insane. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69 and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.